We've got the 2025 Ram 2500 Rebel with the Cummins diesel engine. We're gonna dive into this truck. We're gonna go over all the new features and changes that Ram did to this powertrain and to the tech. And we're also gonna touch on a couple things maybe I would have done a little bit differently. So let's get into it. Starting off at the front end here, we've got this crazy, big, beefy Ram grille. Now, I get what Ram was trying to do here, come out with something bold, but what I just don't understand is the design. We've got lines going in all kinds of different directions. To be honest with you, I'm not feeling this new grille. I think it's maybe a little bit too busy. I like things simple, I like things clean. You know, you could even just do one mesh across this whole grille with Ram in the middle. I think that would have looked amazing, but yeah, I'm not really sure how they came up with that. We've got our front camera, we've got the park sensors as well, little lower mesh in a totally different style than the grille, just down below it. And of course, the frame mounted tow hooks. We do have that nice power bulge hood on the Ram. I do love the looks of that. I'm not too sure about these headlights though. We've got a new split headlight design, a lot of plastic in and around these headlights. Again, I don't think I'm really feeling the new headlight design, but they are very, very bright, all LED fog lights as well. Come around to the side here, as you can see, we've got our fender flares. Now, the Ram Rebel was designed in the 2500 to be the diesel version of the Power Wagon. Now, there's a couple trade-offs that we're gonna get into, but that's the whole point of this truck. People that have been loving the Power Wagons for years, they wanted a version with that Cummins engine, and that's where the Ram Rebel 2500 came from. That's why we have fender flares. That's why we have these Goodyear Wrangler DuraTrack all-terrain tires. Fantastic tire. They're great in snow, sand, mud, rock, whatever you throw at it. My only question here for Ram is, why did we go with a 20-inch wheel on this? Somebody that's buying a Ram Rebel with the Cummins is probably gonna be doing some off-road use. I would have went with maybe an 18-inch wheel, maybe even a 17-inch wheel. 18-inch wheel probably be a good ratio. I'm not too sure why the 20 came into play here. As you can see, we've got our Cummins badge. Now, like I said, there are some trade-offs with the Ram Rebel versus the Power Wagon. So with that Cummins powertrain up front, you're losing the sway bar disconnect that comes with the Rebel. Something you have to keep in mind. If you're buying this truck specifically for an off-road rock crawling rig, Power Wagon is gonna be a better bet. But with the Cummins diesel, of course, you get a lot more power, you get a lot more towing capacity. That's kind of the trade-off between these two vehicles. We also have the new ZF 8-speed transmission in this heavy duty. ZF's been making transmission for a very long time, lots of different vehicles, and we've run it in our Ram 1500s. This is a more heavy-duty commercial grade version of the ZF 8-speed. I have a feeling it's gonna be just as bulletproof as the versions that have been in our half-ton, just a little bit stronger. All right, so in the back we got the dampened tailgate, as you can see, and this truck was equipped from factory with the fifth wheel prep group. So that gives you the fifth wheel holes in the box tied into the frame, ready to go for you. You can also get the Ram adapter plate that goes inside for any mounting of a Kurt or a Reese hitch. They also make the factory Ram hitches as well. And you've got all your plugins and wiring inside the box for your fifth wheel trailer, or if you need to run some other power accessories, it's all there for you. As you can see, you've got your trailer wiring. You also have your trailer camera wiring on the back, ready to go. Well, I don't know why they didn't think of this years and years and years ago, but you can finally hook up your camera to the back of your trailer and wire it right into the Ram screen so you can get a full view of what's going on when you're going on those road trips. With the Ram 2500 Rebel, you get these massive power telescoping trailer mirrors, really come in handy. Everything's wired in. Even the little convex mirror is fully power adjustable now, all from the push of a button inside the truck. I'm gonna give a quick rating to the exterior of the 25 Ram Rebel Diesel. I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it an 8 out of 10 for two reasons. One, we've got this grille design. Again, not really sure what's going on here. It's a little bit busy for me. Everyone's different. Maybe you have a different opinion of the grille and the headlights. And the other thing is gonna be the 20-inch wheels. I'm not really sure why we've got 20-inch wheels on an off-road style truck. But other than that, I really do like the big rig look of this 2500. I love the two-tone I love the fender flares. It just has a fantastic look like our Ram 1500 Rebel, and it really gives it some stance when it's out on the highway. Personally, I would do a small lift on this, maybe some 37s, and just take it to the next level. What would you rate the exterior of the 2025 Ram Rebel? I want to hear from you in the comments. Drop one down below. Sitting in the front seat of the 2500 Rebel and looking at the dash here, absolutely incredible. I love Ram interiors, I've always loved them. Starting at the driver's seat, looking straight forward, we've got a fully digital cluster behind the steering wheel. Looks really sharp, really crisp, really gives it a luxury vibe. Everything's backlit with some nice LED glow on the side. Leather wrapped steering wheel, baseball stitched all the way around. To the left of me, I have the controls for all the mirrors. You can see here, fully telescopic, all power. You can adjust the convex mirror as well, which is really nice. Something Ram just came out with. Right here, we have all of our four-wheel drive components. We want to shift that to four-wheel high. Axle locker as well, available on the 2500 Rebel. This can come in really handy. You also have hill descent control, and that can come in really handy in terrains where the gravel or the mud is very loose and you need to safely and slowly descend down that hill, maximize your control. That's where that's going to come in handy. Right front center here, no denying, we've got a 14.4-inch Uconnect screen. This thing is absolutely freaking massive. It's got factory TomTom navigation. You can also hook up your phone wirelessly with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This Ram specifically is equipped with the factory auto level rear air suspension, which you can adjust on the screen here as well. You also have your integrated trailer brake controller at the bottom, and plumbed really nicely and cleanly into the dash, we have the factory auxiliary switches. If you want to hook up some extra lighting, some extra power accessories, no problem, you can get that done. If you're a big fan of the tunes like I am, the stereo matters, and in this Ram you're going to find a 17-speaker Harman Kardon sound system. Down below the screen we have dual charging pads for your phones. Now you can have two phones up front. For the longest time, Ram only had one side that could actually charge. Now they've added it to both sides here, and that also leads into this brand new passenger interactive display. Your passenger can ride along, they can be your co-pilot, adding waypoints to your navigation system. They can also have some functionality just for themselves, hooking up a set of headphones, having music play separately through the system. A lot of different functionality with that passenger display. As we can see, we've got the power sunroof looking up above. Center console is really nice, fully adjustable, so you can customize this to whatever your needs are. Lots and lots of storage. Nice soft touch leather wrap panel up top with your big Rebel badge on the top. I love that. Big storage comes in the bottom. You know, I can pretty much get inside that thing and have a little nap if I wanted to. Had to show you the back seat. I'm a big guy, and I know when I'm on a road trip with family, friends, I want my passengers to have just as much comfort in the back as I do in the front. I've left the seat set to a comfortable setting for me sitting in the front, and now I'm sitting in the back. I'm 6'3", I'm all legs, and as you can see, even with another Stu sitting up front, I still have about 4 inches between my knees and the back of that seat. The Ram also comes in a mega cab, not in the Rebel, but just to show you that the crew cab has a ton of space. We got a nice little flip down dual cup holder armrest, and underneath we have the classic fold out storage, flat folding storage. So these little feet pop out. They call it the flat load storage system. Very versatile, lots of different options for the back seats. Now, one thing I love about the new Ram Rebel 2500 is how quiet the cab truly is. If you're looking for a luxury feel to the cab of your vehicle, and I'm talking in terms of road noise, the Ram is where it's at. It is very, very quiet, not hearing any wind noise from the exterior. Little bit of engine noise, a little bit of noise from the all-terrain tires, which is to be expected. Another great feature on the new Ram Heavy Duty is the steering assist. You would think a big, heavy 2500 truck is gonna feel tough to steer on the highway. You can really turn this baby with 2 fingers if you wanted to, just 1 finger actually. Like I say, when you're on those long road trips, that's gonna come in handy. You're not gonna be as fatigued. It's just gonna be a more enjoyable drive all around. For the interior of the Ram Rebel, I'm gonna have to give that a solid rating of a 9. And the only reason it's not a 10 is that single pane sunroof. I think we're at a point now where it's time to upgrade. But other than that, I love the seats. I love the comfort. I love the tech, the layout, the materials. Everything about this interior is absolutely beautiful. Well, that wraps it up for the 2025 2500 Rebel Cummins Diesel. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, but I want to hear from you in the comments what you would rate this truck overall on a scale of 1 to 10. Do you think this is a hit or do you think it's a miss? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do. It's free and it helps out a ton. And I love having you guys along for these videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.